Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing well. I'm sitting on the floor right now and Beacon is running around being weird. Okay, she's settled on the bathroom floor now. So, I haven't filmed in a couple weeks, but it's been crazy. We're preparing for finals. Finals start tomorrow. Today is like a study day. And really, the only thing that's happened that's like a big deal is there was a celebration last week on the quad, which is like the University Square kind of thing. And they had this really cool, like lights, like the little stringy lights, you know, Christmas lights, wrapped around random trees, just like regular normal trees. So that was neat. And then they also had Santa Claus and a carriage ride, and that was fun because Beacon got a picture with Santa Claus. She really enjoyed it. She was going crazy, her tail was wagging, and she was just like, Santa Claus, oh my gosh. Kind of like Elf would be in the store, you know, the movie Elf. He's like, Santa Claus, oh my gosh, Santa, you know, kind of like that. Except obviously Beacon can't speak. Then we did the carriage ride and she was so excited. She literally stared at the horses like the whole time. So we get off the carriage ride and I'm trying to get her to go like off the street because she's kind of in the middle of the street. And of course it's blocked off, like there's really no cars or anything. It's just the carriage ride is moving and we need to get out of the way. And she's so fascinated. She's like staring at the horses and like wagging her tail. And I have a video of it actually. I might link it if I can figure that out, how to do that. Yeah, so it's great. She was so excited. I think she thought they were like giant dogs because she wanted to play with them. Oh, the horses also had jingle bells. So that was nice because Beacon wasn't the only one with jingle bells on. Yeah, so it was fun. She literally just sat in the carriage and acted like normal, like it was a car, but of course she looked at the horses the whole time. So yeah, so guide dogs can ride in carriages. I did ask at the beginning though, I asked the person in charge if they would allow guide dogs because technically they can't say no. However, with animals, like zoo animals and stuff like that, they can have some restrictions on that as far as service dogs and other animals. So they said that their horses didn't have any problem with it. I said okay, because you know some horses, they are very skittish and I didn't want to upset them with my dog. So yeah, we're on the carriage ride. That was fun. And then I went home for Thanksgiving. Had lots of food that I didn't cook, so it was great. I didn't have to cook it. And then I'm here and finals start tomorrow. And I'm in the first semester of my OTA program, Occupational Therapy Assistant, and I feel like I'm prepared, hopefully. There are two classes I'm kind of worried about. That's pathology, which is like diseases and symptoms of diseases and stuff like that. That was just very like specific and detailed, so there's a lot. And then also the splinting class, orthotics. I'm a little nervous about that one because it's all about tendons and nerves and things that are not easily felt or can't be felt through the fingers. So like, you know, you can have models of like bones and muscles, which muscles are kind of hard too. But if you try to add tendons, ligaments, nerve supply, blood supply, whatever else I was gonna say, yeah, all those things, it's really hard to make a model of those, and so like it's hard as a blind person to try to understand. Not saying it's not possible, because I mean I'm getting there. It's just it's not the easiest thing because like pictures don't work for me. So like even if they have three-dimensional pictures that are like drawings that are raised, since I was born blind and I haven't had the most I guess you would call it tactile experience with my life. So you know, like I never grew up with that kind of stuff. So now I'm in college and I'm getting this, I'm like, don't understand what that means. Like, why is there this line that goes over here? Like, it just, tactile drawings don't make sense to me. And that's just part of the developmental process. Like, when I was younger, I didn't get exposure to that. So now it's harder for my brain to understand, you know, the layouts of tactile drawings because my world is three-dimensional. My world is very tactile. So if you take something that's 3D and turn it into 2D, and it's flat, but it has raised lines to show where the lines are. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's really weird. But that's how I see things. So it'd actually be kind of cool to see, like what I would imagine an object look like and like draw it compared to what someone else sighted would draw it. Just because my drawing would be more like, I mean, I feel like it'd be wrong because I don't understand sightedness, so I don't understand like perspectives and depth perception. Yeah, that's the word. I don't understand any kind of, like, for instance, how if you have a cylinder that's like a can or something and you look at it from different angles, it looks different, where in my mind it's all a can, so it's gonna look the same. So I don't get that. It's one of those things that I guess if I were born sighted and I became blind later in life, I would understand, but since I was blind from birth, I don't understand it at all, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So anyway, that's why I think I'm gonna struggle with the two classes, because they basically focus on things that are not easily seen through the hands. I can use that word, seen through the hands. So yeah. So sorry, Beacon's growling. Someone walked in. Yeah, so that's about all.